the Viper barcap might just be probably push their takeoff time by several hours, lest they go and get bloody merged and make your lives all a nightmare. Hey,
so
Greg.
I think that do we need to split the barcap into those two lanes you specified, or is it enough if we maintain only one lane there?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think I don't know. It's up to you guys really. You can discuss it amongst yourselves. But one 4-ship might be stronger and better to easier to support each other and the package than two sort of detached 2 ships. But it's up to you guys. You can kind of play it however you want.
I noticed Dusty got into this channel first. We are in Sydney.
Oh shit! All right, should we do the whole? Should we just all go down to?
No, it's fine. Just leave it.
I forgot that's a thing.
My ping's only 300. Plus, when we leave to flight, Reeves would probably come back. It won't matter.
Yeah, I'll go to like flight 7 and see how it goes. Lorik, if you're here, I got you in Raven 8-1. Hope you're cool with that. You'll be looking after the package today.
I am cool. Yeah, thanks.
That's alright. Should be very straightforward. We've got a good plan, I think.
I'm getting the wrong theater error again.
Oh,
Did
what?
you change something in the...
No. I just made sure that I followed Lorik's advice, so I made sure everything was patched to the latest standard.
Okay, see data. Is that possible? Yeah, I see.
Oh, did you get a
88B.
ace?
What did I do? Ah, yes, I know what I did. Sounds. Have I yet? Yes, I have copies of it.
You're already working on the next Lorik version?
Sorry?
I said, are you already working on the next version of the theater?
Can you say it a bit slower?
Have you already started modding the theater for like the next version? And that gave you an
Not
ace?
really. I got rid for the area. I got rid of the permanent flaps noise. We don't need.
Cool.
But it modifies
Yeah.
that.
I got the error as well, Echoes. I'll try this patch. Is this the same version that we did last time on Arcadia?
Well, I mean, I patched the server and I patched my game with that latest version in, should be, I tagged BMS events in the scheduled flights MISC. So very
Yeah, I
small.
just ran the patch again and it worked.
Ah, bizarre.
I thought since it worked for me last time I could get away without using it, but oh, I'll get it.
Very, very small, so shouldn't take any time at all.
forgot I just had to restart BMS. Like, changing files and I forgot that. I just never mind.
Running in the background.
It doesn't work. Still doesn't work. Why? Oh yeah, okay.
Alrighty, so we're missing Ricey, Bear, and I think that's about it. So depending if Ricey shows up in the next couple of seconds, let's see.
I ended up watching the football.
It's not for a little while yet. This flight should wrap up with enough time for everyone to go and watch the final. I think.
I know some British people who have boycotted pasta for a week or something like that. Sorry, Dusty, which air base?
Kang Nung, same as last time.
Copy.
The 30 something squadron.
So it still gives me the wrong tier, I think.
Did you
me
patch?
Despite
last
that,
week I had to reinstall the whole thing and then run the patch and then I could connect.
Yeah, sorry guys. So, yeah, maybe delete the add-on Lyric KTO folder, then add the
I
full one
didn't
and then
even
patch.
delete it, I just overwrote the whole thing last time.
Oh, okay.
I deleted it this morning and installed it completely new again. So
And did you add in the scheduled flights misc, scroll up a little bit where I've tagged BMS events. Have you tried running that patch?
no, I didn't run the patch.
Give that a shot. That might be that might do it.
Okay.
It did work for me. So I was not able to connect. I had wrong filter applied with patch, and now I'm connected.
So guys, if the numbers stay as they are, we could either do one 4-ship deed flight led by Lorik, or we could do two ships. And being the case, I guess Charlie Brown, you'd probably be up for leading Falcon 7, the second deed flight. Would you be happy to do that?
I would be more happy if someone could lead me. But in case,
Copy that. What about Greg? What's your experience level like, my friend? Are you? We got Ricey. Hey, Ricey, what's up? Oh, maybe not.
I have no experience leading. This is my 4th flight, and yeah, I'm not good enough yet.
No problem. Hey, Rusty, what's going on?
I just woke up, and yeah, I was just trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Me in already.
I've just been mucking around. Would you be happy? We were just having that conversation. Would you be happy to lead the second deed flight, Falcon 7?
Sure, no problem. Let me get my game started.
Cool. So at this stage, it looks like we'll have Raven 8 led by Lorik with Chinpock in Dash 2, and then Charlie Brown. You could be a element lead in that, so you still be under the guidance of Lorik. And Bear, welcome. How you doing?
Thank you. We're good. How about everybody?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Cool.
And then we'll have, Ricey leading Falcon 7 with Greg, you'll be on Ricey's wing. So no doubt you
Okay.
guys will end up strafing all of the northern SAMs. It'll be fantastic. You'll have a ball.
Okay.
He doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
Let's see.
That goes.
Hmm?
Could you do me a favor? Look at our briefing. Look at the tanker. For me it says Texaco 3. Then if you go to the ATO and display the flight plan of Texaco 3, it's way to the
Alright,
south.
listen up.
Yeah.
So we'll have Texaco 2, but the briefing is Texaco 3.
Alright,
And
listen
then a
up.
match.
Where's Texaco 2?
Texaco 2 is with our flight plan, is where the tanker position is over the sea.
Oh, out there? Over the
Yeah,
carrier?
somehow the briefing says Texaco 3, but the waypoint is the position of Texaco 2. I'm confused.
Too late.
Not at
Yeah,
all,
okay.
Arctic. You're welcome. You can take a... there's deed slots going, if you like. You can take either
Oh,
Raven
artifacts.
8-4 or Falcon 7-3. And I was just going to say, no direct tanker support has been fragged for this this mission, which is why that all doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Fairly short transit to the target area, and not going to be much breathing room for hitting the tanker either during, pre, or post vol, because you'll be pretty close to your base or your ultimate.
I was just curious.
This Lori KPO?
It sure is, yeah, Papa.
Okay.
If you get a wrong theatre connection error, there's a patch in scheduled flights MISC. You should try running that if you get a wrong theatre connection error. Otherwise, should be good.
It's actually pinned within the BMS channel.
Nice. So we're 60 seconds out from the scheduled brief time, but I imagine a couple people are still probably working their installs, so is anybody not ready with their theatre?
Me.
Copy that. Are you currently just re-downloading the whole theatre or reinstalling the whole theatre? Or are you just running the patch?
Yeah, I'm just running the patch right now.
Okay, no problem. We can slide the briefing by a couple minutes. Just give us a shout when you've got that all set and you're connected.
Yep.
Is there server information somewhere?
Yeah, server information is up in scheduled flights MISC. I can link it again. Stand by.
Ah, I see it. Okay. Alright, listen up.
All right, listen up.
The fact that you can copy paste now is really revolutionary.
Yeah.
You can copy paste now?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
copy
Yeah.
paste IPs into the phone book, and that's the best change the BMS team has done since I joined programming.
Nice.
How many ARM would you like?
5.
That question was for Freud. I knew your answer, because I know.
5 is the correct amount.
These will take 7.
Can I have
Put
12?
one in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Put one in your pocket. Open
Take
the
that,
canopy,
chuck
throw it
it up
outside like a
ears,
javelin.
quite literally, yeah.
No, I'll just fly off the tank or fly a Hornet. All good.
Did you say you'll fly a tanker? AKA the Hornet?
I'd fly a B-1R.
I don't know. I thought only old Craig was like that.
Him and his like B1 Arsenal ships.
I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
I did the magic of copying and pasting, but I still get a wrong theater message when I'm connecting to the server.
So that might be IP related. Have you tried running the patch?
Hey, Bear, are you using
Yeah.
the lower KTO plus or lower KTO minus?
Yes. Papa.
Should be
Try,
plus.
Which is plus is Papa, minus is Mike, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, Bear, try the patch in the scheduled flights MISC channel. Try just running that again and see if that helps.
As far as squadron?
We're looking at Kangnung, the 30 sec.
Yeah, I found it.
And yeah, if you, I mean, maybe yeah, if you take Falcon 7-3, then we'll have the 2-3 ships. That'd be great. You'll be with Ricey and Greg.
Okay.
Right, see, I think you're meant to be in Falcon 7.
Oh, sorry.
I will be right back.
What's that?
You'll be right back.
Right.
Still have the same error.
Hey, Bear, stream your screen. And
Yeah, sure.
See if we can figure out what's going on with your installation.
It's in 4K, so just be aware. I will try to zoom in if needed.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Bear, after you restart your game after that patch, it resets the theater selection. So
Oh, okay. I am fake, but let's see.
try one more.
I could sort of read it on a 2K screen.
The more I use it, the more I'm going to be paying at some point Discord Nitro is called, just to have the screen sharing and 1080p.
Baby.
Oh, nice. All good.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you for the support.
And that's just the beginning.
Let us know if you need any troubleshooting help, Greg.
No, it's working now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was the patch. It was missing patch. Okay, I'm in.
Awesome. All right, I'll give everyone a few moments to get slotted and get all your stuff squared away, and then we'll rip through this briefing super quickly. You can either follow through on the Google slides, or you can watch the stream, whatever you like. I guess first point, would have even done this earlier. Does anybody here not have outsiders set to all in the IVC? Mainly a question for Greg and maybe for Chinpock.
I have it.
You've got it set? Awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Wonderful.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're going to start the briefing shortly, Arctic. I think you've flown before with Human GCI, but you've got the outsiders equals all in the your IVC client?
I'll have to verify that I still have it as of the latest version of BMS.
Yeah, good call. And Freddie's just reminded me to make sure that don't forget if you're going to check, which I recommend everyone does quickly, check their IBC client.ini file. So it's in Falcon BMS 4.35/bin/64/IBC. When you check it out, make sure outsiders equals all, and you've deleted the hashtag from the beginning of the line.
It's also
Wicked.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have another stupid question.
Shoot.
I may be not seeing you inside. I've been, like, trying to get to the server, but... Oh, no. Sorry. Never mind me. I will shut up.
All good. Alright, as time is progressing, I'm going to try and rip through this briefing real quick. If you're not super ready, then feel free to just ask any questions at the end and we can go over stuff. But basically, for today's mission, it should also do the proper UIF stuff. So I'll be moderating today, and it's going to be, we're doing campaign Antichamber, campaign mission number 11 in Starfury. So for anyone who was here last week, this is a direct follow-on. The situation is that the US and the Republic of Korea are at war with the DPRK and China. So last week we had successful strikes on some SA-5s kind of up the East Coast, and today we're going to be doing a big dead package around Wonsan with a barrier cap, preventing red air coming in from the north. For the hostile air order battle, we've got MiG-29s that are shooting SAR-H, so like semi-active only. MiG-25s also with a long-range SAR-H, and then the main threat will be the flankers Su-27s. They have active missiles, so R-77s. So expecting the flankers to be coming in from the northeast. There are 14 flankers at Iwon on the northeast coast, and then another 18 up at Samjeon Up Air Base, and then really the MiG-29s will be coming in kind of all across the board from like northeast and the west, and the MiG-25s are launching out of Sondok Air Base, which is actually inside kind of like our DCA, our bar cap kind of lane, like right in the middle of the two lanes. For the lineup, I'm not going to go over this, that's mostly for reference, but it's exactly the same as the in-game, the BMS briefing, like all the like the IDMs and the Victor channels and all that sort of stuff. So you can also reference the in-game briefing window if you have any queries on that. I guess the important things are for flight leads just to remember your sequence in the queue. That'll be helpful. and when you hold, yeah, we've got some altitude blocks there. So Raven 8 is going to be 20 to 22, Falcon 7 23 to 25, and Fury 5 will be because Viper 2 we're going to screw them. So Fury 5 you can actually have 26 plus. I should probably even, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's more like it. For IDM, we use demand, but after your flight brief, if Fury 5 comes back and they want to do VHF continuous, you just let us know for SA. Surface-to-air threat is pretty vast, so it's a whole bunch of SA 2s and 3s. The important things to note there are, of course, East 2 is actually 2 separate SA2 sites. So the steer point 5 for Raven is over the northernmost one of those, which actually doesn't have a radar. The most important one that actually has a radar system is the one in the middle. It's directly it's the one that's directly north of that bridge that you can see there. Next, all right. So the D game plan is Raven 8 is going to target the south 3 and the east 2, and you're going to kind of try and remain sort of to the south and east for your attack runs. It's not like a hard deconfliction measure, but obviously you're just going to have Falcon 7 operating to the west, so you don't want to be too far over to the west getting involved with them. And then Falcon 7, you're going to target the west 2 and the centermost 3. Obviously the north 3 and the north 2 are kind of a factor to you, and if you want to take them out you can, but they're not a direct target for this package, so it's up to you whether you want to mess with those or not. The deed's either going to push on time or marshal at steer point 3 if the picture's really really saturated with hostile air, and then if it's really not going very well, then we've got an abort target, which would be PBT 57, a AAA battalion. Raven 8-1's going to be the mission commander for the deed stuff, so basically any contingencies, any if we lose jets, if we have to start reworking targets and stuff like that, Raven 8-1, Lorik is going to figure that out on the fly, so he'll be directive there. And then if Lorik gets shot down, then Ricey and Falcon 7-1, you'll step up and you'll be calling the shots for any deed stuff, if that is required. So Raven 8, just to zoom in on your stuff there. So you got the SA2 PBT 58. That's the one that's actually got the radar, and the one on your steer point 5 is it doesn't actually have a radar. So I don't think it has a search radar or an FCR, but you can probably recon it to double check. And then you've also got the SA3 at PBT 64 as your other target. So yeah, it's just basically your job as the kind of deed lead or the deed mission commander will just be assess the air-to-air picture. If you can push in, go for it. Just call you pushing. Otherwise, you can kind of marshal to the south. It's really up to you. And then AWACS can back you up if you are really in the weeds. Obviously, when you start going low level and attacking, then you're not going to be able to be keeping too much of an ear on the air-to-air picture, so I'll call any threats. Then we got Falcon 7. Primary targets are the SA2 at PBT 62 and the SA3 at PBT 61. And then, yeah, again, you can target the stuff to the north if you wish. Don't forget for everyone, call the SAMs down on UHF when you kill stuff. That way the other flights know that they can trespass those systems. Yeah, backup. We're going to be just running Fury 5, so they're going to have their work cut out for them. They're going to be primarily in the east lane, but it honestly seems like the most threats are going to be pushing down from the northeast, but depending on what happens, you guys will obviously have to be pretty flexible. So your commit criteria will be on fighters inside or approaching the lane, and then strikers, if they're within 20 miles and hot, then probably shoot them. But otherwise, you're mainly aiming for fighters.
are you going to run the Viper 2 flight regardless if there are any humans?
What's that, sorry?
Are you going to run the Viper 2 flight even if there are no humans in that flight?
No, I think my preference is to not have AI because they will just get in the way. They'll get merged. They'll fuck shit up and just make your life more difficult than helpful, I think.
Okay, it might be easier than to postpone their takeoff time for 3 hours.
Roger, will do.
And then just abort the flight afterwards.
Sounds good. And so obviously, Yoki, you're the mission commander for Barcap, but obviously as there's only one Barcap flight, you just got to worry about yourself, so that's pretty sweet. For C2 stuff, so we'll use call sign Darkstar, and the tactical frequency will be 300-025. Anything within 30 miles I'll call as a threat, so if it's like, if we've got like a East group, and then the East group gets inside 30 miles to anyone, I'll be like, hey, Fury 5-1, threat, East group, blah, 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 blah. And then obviously for the anywhere mission flow, so like you're going to commit on the picture, you're going to call your targeting, and I will like kind of assist with any targeting. Like if your wingmen are like, oh shit, like, where's the East group or whatever, you can either request bogey dopes or you can just say like, status East group or status West group, and I'll be able to just quickly rattle off their bullseyes so everyone knows what groups we're talking about. And then as soon as you guys have got your, as soon as the Barcap flights are all targeted, AVAX will shut the fuck up, let you shoot, let you pump, let you figure out your, like, if any of you are spiked or whatever. And if anything is like a threat to any of you guys or leaning on you or anything like that, then I'll start talking about that. Otherwise, you just request a new picture and then we go from there and recommit. For the timeline, everyone can just check in pretty much as soon as they, as soon as you're airborne off the departure frequency, and then I'll try and do a lowdown and call out the active SAMs at 9:16. We'll get the initial picture in at 9:17, and then Fury is pushing at pretty much, so 19 minutes past, and then Raven is going to be pushing at 24 and Falcon at 25.
Did you change the ramp time, by the way, Dusty?
Nope. Fuck. I knew there was something I was going to forget. Can you guys accept a shorter line in the block 30?
I guess let's just go with it as it is now.
Yeah, it should be okay. Apologies, I should have remembered that. Sorry. For anywhere ROEs, obviously you've got no IFF, so you'll if there's something like I should be able to declare stuff pretty easily, so as a hostile, so you can just shoot it at BVR ranges. But otherwise, you've got the targeting pod for sensor ID, which is probably just as good. Or if it's like MiG-25s, right, and they're outside of the range at which you can see them in the targeting pod. If you're getting spiked by a 25 and you're pretty sure it's a 25 and it's high and it's fast, then you can shoot that as well. You should have pretty good situational awareness with human AWACS today. Should, but we'll see how we go. And then contracts, so just pretty simple. Calling SAMs down once you kill them is really helpful for SA. Avalanche is a cool one, so probably won't come into play again with human AWACS, but like that's usually a good one for a bar cap to say, holy shit, okay, like we're pretty defensive over here, and that's basically a call for the package just to be like, all right, cool, we might need to start flowing south, and maybe the deep flights will need to assist the bar cap with some delays. And then because F4 radar doesn't pick things up that are low, if you guys notice low contacts coming out of Sondok, then you can just call, hey, lifters out of Sondok, or lifters, bullseye, blah, 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 blah. And that's good SA, even good SA for me to keep looking at that in case when they pop up on my scope. So Raven 8-1, you can use a spin call if, say you're pushing into the target area, but then you realize that the deed flight or the bar cap's engaging, and you can call a quick spin. So instead of like a full-on retrograde back to the hold, spin's typically just like a kind of like a 3-minute hold, basically, just to give the bar cap time to shoot some guys, turn cold, and then recommit. And then Miller time, so that'll be Raven 8-1's call. He'll be checking with Falcon to make sure that their attack's complete, and then when he's complete, then they'll call Miller time, and that'll be clearance for the bar cap to be able to come off station. Weather's pretty good today, honestly. It should be VMC for home plate, and it looks like that band of probably can't see my mouse, but the band of yellow cloud that runs through that 20 grid square down through the 5-7, that's just like scattered cloud at 3,000 feet, and that's improving like it's kind of like a northwesterly flow, so the target area should be pretty clear as well. Does anybody have any questions about anything?
Lorik, yeah, I do. In details,
Yeah,
maybe other questions before? No. Okay.
Say again, sorry.
Yeah. I was wondering if there were other questions before, because it's a bit of details. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's about the lane. We are right on the lane, if we are talking about the same thing, Raven 8.
Yep.
And we have a AAA battalion on our right. We'll be a bit at risk.
Yes.
We'll probably cross the lane when we turn call from the threats, the sun threats. I just want to have the strikers aware of that. Falcon, sorry.
Good call. The lanes were mostly just for the bar cap, but obviously, you're right. There's that. Another thing I should mention too. There's an SA5 threat ring in. You can effectively delete that. I put that in there just in case the SA5 regened, but it's actually reconnable now, and it's super low health, so I don't think that it will. Will regen. So you can delete that PPT if you wish at 66. And then, obviously, so PPT 57 is the AAA that Lorik's talking about. And, I understand you don't want to be coming off to the southeast to get involved in that. So, I guess just, Falcon 7, if you're aware that the Raven guys will be operating south and maybe southwest of their target. But I think there should be enough distance in there that you guys aren't going to have, like, multiple mid-airs at low level.
That, and yes, I think we'll be low level for that reason.
Any other questions at all?
Should we follow the ATC queue, or should we follow the takeoff time?
That's a good question. I think try and follow the... You're going to have to use your judgment, I guess, because it depends on how depends on, if one flight has one guy who has like a C2D and then has to join in, obviously that kind of like throws everything into a bit of disarray. So I think the best bet would be just communicate on ground. So if everyone gets up on Uniform 2 quite early, right, and just communicates to the mission commander, so Raven 8-1, Lorik, his mission commander duties apply on the ground too. So if you're like, hey MC, 354's had a CTD, like we're slipped 2 minutes, then that's just like a good SA for him, and he'll be able to say, all right, like no problem, like everyone just like wait 2 minutes and we'll follow the takeoff order. So I think that the best way to go will just be sorting yourselves out and getting airborne in the order of Fury 5 first, then Raven then Raven 8 will be second, and Falcon 7 will be third. So
right. So at least the takeoff order should be followed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another point, considering the IDM, presumably the BARCAP will operate over uniform with the IDM, and learning from the last week, I would suggest everyone to set the second element lead of the BARCAP to the IDM as well, if possible. That means BARCAP IDM codes will be 3.1 and 3.3.
From Lorik, pay attention to the uniform. It's not uniform 6 usual because we have a human AWACS. So I'm going to set this to uniform 15 for myself, 300025, as in the brief.
Good call. And I guess another thing too, like as we've got human AWACS today, so like for the most part, Yoku in Fury 5.1, he's kind of going to own the uniform channel if the air-to-air picture is busy. So everyone just needs to, if he's you know, having to target fighters and AWACS is making picture comms and all that sort of stuff, everyone will, especially the deep flights, will need to sort of just like take a bit of a back seat and only speak if you absolutely have to. So those sorts of essential comm in that scenario would be Raven 8.1 calling a spin or maybe calling a retrograde, but otherwise like try to leave it to Fury 5 so that he can call all his targeting and you know, call any bogey dopes or anything like that if it devolves into a bit of chaos. And then after that, obviously, like once the pitch is a little bit clearer and you guys are in doing your air-to-ground work, then you can communicate back and forth between the deep flights if you need to for you know, any like targeting type of stuff or like air-to-ground target assignment type of stuff, or just calling down SAMs once you kill them. All right, if there's nothing else, then let's go flight briefs. So
IVC
what
checks.
oh yeah, sorry, IVC checks first. Very good call, thanks, Rossi. Starting with I'm in the wrong thing. So Raven 8.
Raven 8.1.
8-2.
8-3.
No 4.
Falcon 7.1.
Falcon 7-2.
Falcon 7-3.
No 4.
Fury 5.1.
Fury 5.2.
3.
4.
Anybody hearing Dusty?
Negative.
Are you
Justin, you
already
need to
on?
Fox 1, probably.
Are you already on your AWACS frequency? Maybe.
Yeah, I am already on my AWACS frequency, so
Yeah, that's fine.
I was just trying to see if I can
Tune
fix
in,
that.
tune in VHF 1234. Change to that and see if you can.
Yeah, sorry, actually, IBC just booted me off. So I'm back up now. You guys not hearing me?
Nope.
Nope.
What frequency are you talking on?
Yeah, Victor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just
That's
1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
no 5.
Oh. Darkstar, Comcheck, IBC.
Raven 8.1 copy.
Loud and sure.
Nice, thanks guys.
Want to call again, everyone, or no?
Yeah, that was everybody. Let's just split into flight briefs.
Yeah.
Also Raven 8 into Flight 1 to Falcon to Flight 2 and
Hey. Any question before we start?
No.
Okay. Let's try to do things by the numbers for once for me. Takeoff, yes. Second flight. I'll be on Natus.
All right, listen up.
Before we call on uniform, Victor 15 and uniform 2. Taken will be 1578. Sorry. I'm just entering it at this as I'm talking about it. Before I forget. So
All right,
uniform will be 15300025. Right. And we'll be each on left. Are you okay with this formation? I suspect okay if Charlie, who is muted, doesn't answer, and Jinpok okay as well. So each on left.
Can you repeat the formation
yeah.
type?
Formation each on left.
It's on left. Good.
Okay, we'll be pushing like this. I probably call for striker spins. And I'll be turning right on steer part 2 to halt, back on steer 1. We'll make tactical turns, so you'll be switching side when we'll be coming back to 1 and switching again on each land left when we're back to 2. So you're still on the southern part of the formation, and you don't have to bleed energy unless the best possible at least. So we are block 2022. When we push, we are going to move NOE probably just after steer 3 while entering in the SA. Before entering AAA in any case. So that's the problem we'll have is handling the AAA presence while striking the SA3. Sorry, I suggest we take the same target steer ports so we can have a very precise way to know what we're doing. We'll be approaching NOE, as I said, in trail. I think we'll be comfortable with 3 miles trail, 3 miles for 2 and 6 miles for 3. So we can assess what's going on with the previous missile. I took a Mavericks. I thought it would be the simplest. Are you still okay with it? If you're not, say it. Otherwise, I'm going to continue. So you can keep your mic muted. Apparently, it's okay.
Yeah, Maverick are fine. I was just thinking, but just an idea. So, just a rough idea. Would it be the case to try body lasing? So somebody staying out of the SA3 envelope, having the others, one other guy going low level, drop the bomb, and have the guy outside of the envelope laser bomb.
Yeah, I love the idea. I think we might lack space to keep lasing without entering other threats, rings, and without entering the AAA cycle, and that's the problem I think we might have about it. Otherwise, I'd love doing it. It's just a matter of space, I think.
Okay, I'm pretty rusty with the Mavericks, so I can try it, but
you can if you prefer, you can loft Mark 20s.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay. Don't do anything. I'll change your weapon right now. 4 Mark 20s?
Yep.
Okay. And as we are speaking about it, full AMRAMs for everyone. I think we'll just be defensive about it and not merge in any case. Yeah, we don't have HMCS anyway for X-rays. So yeah, for target stir points, I made pre-recorded stir points. I think we should have the same. So I took as a 99, I took the low blow SA3. And then from here, 97, I kept the 98 for something else, I'll tell you afterwards. 97 for the 4SA3, down to 94, yeah.
Stand by, please.
Yeah.
My recon is loading.
Sure. We'll be going down this list. Yeah. 99 is low blow.
Yep, done.
And 97, the SA3 down to 94. So 2 will be targeting 97, 3 96. And when we'll be back, sorry, I'll be targeting 95 and so on. And then 93 and 92 for the ZU-23 down the list. For 98, I assigned the fire can in the AAA battalion. I wanted to be ready for a shot if it's becoming a factor. If it doesn't move, of course. And if we got something left, that will be for the SA2 right behind it, which is already disabled. Launchers
Where is
first.
the fire can?
Yes, AAA, southeast.
Oh, that's not this group, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So the side will be turning. It's going to be an interesting question. I'm not too keen turning left. Right, sorry, because after missile launch, because after rifle, sorry, because we'll be really close to the AAA. I think turning left, tight left brake will be a better idea, and back to steer 3. Not up to steer 3, of course, but on the line 3-4. And when 8 miles or even 10 miles from targets, back to back hot. So we'll stay low all the time. If someone is hit by something and still flying, of course, we'll try to assist him. Depending on the damage he got, if I can fly with a navigation system, we'll escort him to to steer 3, sorry, and otherwise we'll escort him back to base. If such happens and we are still 3 aircrafts, I'll be doing that escort part, and I'll leave one of you finish his strike independently. And if that's me, let's say Chinpok will help me. So uniform 15 in flight, Victor 15 as well. That would be simple. Taken, as I said, 1578. I'm going to check in. You're doing your own data cards, or you need me to transmit something? Are you doing your own data cards, or do you want me to transmit it? That's a real question.
I don't know what are you talking about.
No, that's the cartridge. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going to tell you Jokamingo for it to be complete. And by the way, I'm going to ground aboard R4. Jokamingo for this. Yeah, that's reasonable. 4004, no, sorry, 45 for Bingo and 5 for Joker. If you're slightly under Bingo, you should be good as well. But you have some room to accelerate down to the ground if you need to.
And just not to make mistakes,
Yes.
uniform 15 will be 300025. Instead, Victor 15 would be the briefed one, 142.100.
Sure. Yeah, both are correct. That's your questions? Your question, sorry.
Tekken?
Tekken 1578.
Okay, and should I change anything for the loft profile, or the default should do it?
The most efficient in BMS is 3000 for burst altitude, and for the loft angle I usually take 20. I arrive at full speed and start climbing when it finished blinking.
Thanks. And I'm not sure I understand the formation. So when are
Each
we?
long left, down,
Yeah.
up to steer 2, then we probably have to spin, so we'll be going backwards steer 1. So while I'm turning probably right, you'll be switching side, so you don't have to bleed energy to keep my left side. You'll be finding yourself on the right side, and when we're back to steer 2, you'll switch again. So we'll be making tactical turns. Make sense to you?
Yep.
Okay. And when we'll be back, overhead brake over airbase, that's good for you. 2G brake, 1,500 feet, 3 seconds. Okay, if you have no other questions, I'll be back to briefing room and we'll be alone now.
Just FYI, I'm pretty rusty with bullseye and stuff, so I might call unable a couple of times if you have to engage some bandits.
Sorry, say again?
I'm pretty bad with bullseye.
Okay.
So I'm rusty. I still need practice. So I might call some unable or something when we engage enemies.
Okay. In any case, if I really want you to target something specific, I'll send it by data link. You'll find it on your radar and your HSD.
Okay. Oh, and
data link.
Shouldn't we split the targets up, or did you guys just didn't pay attention?
That was the idea behind the target list, target steer points. I'll be going for 99, and you'll be going for 97, and Charlie for 96. And then when we're back, we're continuing that 95, 94, 93, and so on. And we'll have munitions left, so that will be for the SA2 behind.
Okay. Thank you.
Launchers first. Yeah, you're welcome.
No more questions.
Okay. I'll be back in the briefing room. See you there.
That's you.
Over Bullseye, anyway, we are operating at Bullseye 180, 30, 35. So think that we are 35, 40 miles south of the Bullseye. So if you have something that is above 90 or 70, they are north of us. Just to give you an idea of how to manage Bullseye information. If you hear something, say 230 or 150, 30, they are quite close to us. So instead, if you hear 010, 50, they are very north of us and not affected.
Yeah, good tip. Thank you.
Those are people who use the lines to add something over the bullseye symbol so they can see where the north is, what distance it is from the stupid lines.
I think I just need to practice. So
Yeah.
usually when it is someone goes the bullseye and you have this zoomed in HSD and stuff like that, I often get confused and it should be fixed or something. So if I move the cursor up, it should be centered around the bullseye or something. Because otherwise when I move the cursor, it goes all the place. I mean the coordinates, so it's pretty hard. I have problem with that. Then I spend like 5 minutes to find the coordinates.
I think that first of all, you have to understand in a few seconds if something is a factor for you or not. And so you must have a rough idea of where you are. And so when you hear bullseye goals, it shouldn't be that hard to understand if something is near to you or far from you. And this distinguish if something is a factor or not. Then, if it is a factor, you have to refine your situation awareness.
That's true, but that will be a problem for Lori this time. I mean, probably I will just mute UHF, or almost. But if you have to engage something, then...
yeah, but as I said before, put in your mind that we are operating roughly at 180.40. So if anything that is close to these coordinates are a factor, otherwise they are not.
Okay.
Where do you guys go?
What's up? So you are Death Star today, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Is your flight briefed as well?
Yep. Not sure what they're doing at the moment.
Yes.
BRB.
I dragged Bear back up.
I'll be right back.
Questions from flight leads?
No question.
Nada.
Alright, cool. Let's be back at time 1-1. So yeah, any pedal brakes, grab a drink, all that good stuff. 3 to 4 minutes, and we'll be back for commit.
Yep.
Bear, have I briefed you on the brevity target?
No, but I'm fairly confident on its meaning.
So if I tell you to target a group with 2 ships in it, and I say I'm targeting something else, that basically means you own the group, you're responsible for shooting them both.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all good then.
Back.
Alright, time is 1-2. We got everyone back. Brady's, are you in the building?
Hey.
Yo. Cool. Chimpock, are you here?
Yep.
Cool. Echoes, you here?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Rice, are you here?
Yep.
Sweet. Alright, so we're about getting ready to do it. So when we commit, obviously it's still gonna be the 16-minute ramp time today. So try and be swift, but don't rush. So mute, but don't deafen Discord for the flight. If you have any issues, preferences to use Shift T to chat in-game initially. Otherwise, drop down to a different Discord channel if you need to chat on Discord. If you do have any issues, don't forget to close BMS and IVC completely, and then before relaunching them. After you land, or if you get shot down, so jump down to debrief if you want to chat, and don't forget to click dance. So double click your flight, double click your seat, open your DTC and save, and then we're going to be committing ramp start. Just going to save this campaign. Alright, server is committing ramp start. Sounding good already? Alright, server's in 3D.
Pull up. Altitude. Warning. Jammer. Counter. Cap. Flare. Low. Out.
Oh, why?
Temperature, degrees Celsius. Altimeter, 3046 inches. Gangneung. Information Hotel. Runway 26. Expect visual approach. Wind, 232 degrees, 03 knots, gusts 05. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Sky conditions, no significant clouds. Temperature, degrees Celsius. Altimeter, 3046 inches.
Revenate flight vector check.
Revenate free on Victor.
Raven 8 flight uniform check.
Raven 8-3 on uniform.
Raven 8-1. Okay, no news from from Chinpox, sorry. So we'll see what's going on, and if we really have no news, we're going to take off without him, I fear.
3 copy. Free cannot hear too. I don't know if he's here.
2 disconnected 2 times, and is twice, and is just rejoined again. I don't know what's going to happen with him.
Yeah, I just saw it. But he is Raven 8-4. I'll take sure. Falcon 7-3, radio check, Victor 16.
Viper 2, board ship, F-16s, request taxi. Good evening, Viper 2, you're number 2 for departure. Hold present position. Give way to Viper 6-1, F-16, taxiing.
2 checking in on Victor.
This is Raven 8-1 on Victor, you're on Victor 15.
Okay, I can't slot to the number 2 jet, and this jet is halfway in the wall. So I'm out, sorry. 3-5, come check uniform. Good luck, guys. 3.
This is Lorik on Victor. I'm not sure who is talking on Victor. Is it you, Chinpox?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, so did you say you were out, or you were taking number 4?
No, I can't take number 2 anymore for some reason, and the number 4 jet is halfway in the wall, so I can't move it.
From here,
So I'm out, jet.
with information hotel, request taxi for departure.
Copy. Okay, maybe you can try to move through the wall. Did you try it?
5, you're number 2 for departure. Hold present position.
Okay, try it. 1 second.
Give way to Viper 6-1, F-16, taxiing.
Hold positive, give way for Viper 16, Viper 6.
No, it's fine. One thing I can try is to rejoin when you are in the air.
Yeah, you can do that too, Chinpox. That's up to you. We'll try to manage.
Okay.
Anyway, transmitting information for takeoff, runway 26, information hotel, and QNH is 3046, wind from left.
Free.
Now there is a question about alignment. If you are waiting 8 minutes, you'll have good alignment, but it will take a while. If you align in flight, you won't have the exact position of the targets you picked earlier.
Ground Fury 5 is taxi.
Free screenshot.
So for I suggest you will make an in-flight alignment. Are you okay with it? Need a screen jet. Gangnam ground control, Raven 8 to ship F-16 package 2408 in hangar and requesting taxi clearance with information hotel. Ground control request taxi.
Good evening, Raven 8, you're number 4 for departure. Hold present position. Give way to Viper 2-4, F-16, taxiing.
Raven 8-1, holding position.
Fury, Black 1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 33490.
Tower, Fury 5.
Raven 8, roger.
Ground control, say again.
Raven 8, your number 3 for departure. Hold present position. Give way to Flapper 2, 4, F-16, taxiing. Flapper 2, taxi, Foxtrot, Echo, and hold short runway 26. Viper 2, taxiing.
Okay, we gotta walk up.
Hi Lorik, it's Chimpo. So you can ground abort 4 and I will try to come back as 2 when you are in the air.
Where is it talking me? Chimpak, I grounded abort 2 already.
Ah, okay. Then I try 4.
Good evening, Falcon 7, your number 4 for departure. Hold present position. Flapper 2-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 33490. Raven 8, taxi, Foxtrot, Echo, and hold short runway 26. Give way to Raven 8, 4, F-16, taxiing.
Raven 8,
Falcon
taxi
7,
28,
taxi,
26.
Foxtrot, Echo, and hold short runway 26.
One's taxi.
Free taxi. Free Alpha check, bullseye 144151.
Say again, which frequency?
Just checking the bullseye. I'm at bullseye 143151.
Did say.
Free copy.
Oh shit.
Falcon 7, taxi, Foxtrot, Echo, and hold short, runway 26. Raven 81, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 33490.
Raven 8, push to tower.
3.
Countdown tower, Raven 8, flight to ship F-16, package 2408, holding short, runway 26, ready for departure. Ground control, ready for departure. Tower, ready for departure.
Raven 8, Gangyan Tower, wing 220 at 7 knots, runway 26. You are cleared for takeoff.
Raven 8 entering landing gap runway 26. Inch left.
3.
Not us. Six seconds delay between each takeoff. We'll be taking off at 07. We join at 300 knots.
3.
Need gear up.
Airborne.
Raven 8-1, contact departure.
Raven 8, push to departure. Countdown departure, Raven 8, flight to ship F-16, passing engine 1, airborne. Departure, airborne.
Raven 8, Yangyang, departure. Fly heading 285. Resume on navigation.
Raven 8, 285 on navigation. And Raven 8, push to tactical uniform 15.
Three. Single group, maneuver drag north, definitely targeted by a friendly Satan 4-1.
Lead no visual on 2.
Should I be 2 or 3?
Oh, sorry, on 3, on 3.
Single group, maneuver range now, lead arm, bullseye, 146, 102, 14,000, hostile.
3 lead, where are you?
Or 7 o'clock.
No visual, lead buster. Visual on 3. Northstar Raven 8 flight to ship F-16, check-in, package 2408, Alpha check bullseye 147, 142, passing Angel 8.
To Indicator, their last station, hold your check-in, 353, affirm there appear to be friendly F-16s and F-15s operating west of the box.
Free Nez 27, checking in on Uniform 5, we're bullseye 145, 146, passing Angels 35.
Raven 8 and Falcon 7, copy your check-ins. Recommend flow 240. There's a picture as a single group, bullseye 144, 120 verbal with friendly AI, but it's approximately 35 miles to your north.
Raven 8 240.
Falcon 7 240. 240 free.
Single group vanish, and Raven 8 and Falcon 7, you can resume navigation.
Raven 8 resume.
I crashed.
Switching to the right side.
No, you don't have to. Keep left, we're going to steer to.
Switching to left side. Do you have a picture?
Picture is multiple groups. Leading edge is 2 groups, azimuth 30, echelon northeast. West group bullseye 185, 47, 21,000, track south, hostile, flanker. East group bullseye 147, 40, 21,000, track south, hostile, MiG-25.
Free Nez 12 o'clock.
Lead sign. All package Raven 8, Rolex +4. At 21,000 and QNH, standard QNH.
Free.
We'll be maintaining Mark 08. Maintain this
East
altitude.
and West group maneuver, correction, West group maneuver drag northeast, East group hot bullseye 146, 52, 21,000. 351, two pop-up groups now. New features, 4-group box, 25 wide, 14 deep. The East group is now the lead East group, bullseye 154, 57, 25, crashing 19,000 track west. The trail East group is 21,000, trail West group also 21,000, both print flanker.
3 or 5 copies. We have Strober on the group with bullseye.
From lead, I'll be trying to broadside at some point. If you want to do the same, if you want to take some distance, do it as well. But for now, clouds.
Friendly F-14 Tomcats have just popped up. They're merged with the West group. The West and East lead groups have all kind of merged together. Massive guerrilla group. Bullseye 164, 46, so recommend a spin.
Three or 5 copies. Sort of guerrilla group 160, 50.
Okay, got something to broadside on the left side. I'm doing this now. Too far.
351, range to the leading edge of the guerrilla group now 35 miles.
3 or 5 copies. We are grinding south of our cap station. All stations 35 manage monitoring the guerrilla group over the target area of operation, recommend speeding.
Let's go sighted.
The original 4-group box is now one big cluster. The group bullseye 160, 60. Additional group bullseye 130, 60. 18,000 track south, hostile flanker, 2 contacts.
Dark Star Falcon 7-3.
Falcon 7-3, Dark Star go.
My lead is unable to communicate on GCI frequency, so he'll be using AIOX.
Copy.
Dark Star 35, bogey load.
Nearest threat for 33040. That's MiG-25 hot 12,000.
Sure.
Friendly's about 25 miles your north. I recommend just continue cold for 2 minutes.
It's safe.
Sure. Dr. Fury 5-3, anything in the west lane?
AFM, the west lane picture is two groups azimuth 20. There's a east group is bullseye 180, 52, 21,000 hostile MiG-25. West group 21,000 tracking southwest hostile flanker.
Dark Star Fury 5-3, declare strobe group heavy 19580.
Heavy strobe group 19580 is a verbal. It's two friendlies, one hostile MiG-23.
Sure. That's here. 3 lead, you'll be keeping your position. We'll make a left turn on Studio.
New pictures, 3 group Vic. It's 20 wide, 10 deep. Lead group, bullseye 181, 65, 17,000 hostile MiG-25, tracking southeast. Trail west group, 21,000 hostile flanker. Trail east group is targeted by friendlies, 13,000 dragging northeast.
Raven 81, striker spin. For more comfort, we'll be doing a south-north weighting pattern.
One, declare 150, 67,000, tracking south.
Dark Star, clean. Break, Fury 5-3, recommend target lead group, bullseye 17070, 8,000 track south.
Dark Star Fury 5-3, say again, Buzz.
Bullseye 17079, now faded.
Fury 5-3, contact 181 for 90, 16,000 VID Fulcrum, targeted.
Fulcrum.
Dark Star's clean that bullseye.
Fury 5-3, drop contact, ID Fury, correction, F-14s.
Darkstar Fury 5-1, unable to sort. Unable to sort, bullseye 15560, a gorilla.
Fury 5-1 Darkstar, understand, yeah, recommend flow west-southwest back towards the package. Current picture is just like a wall of friendly AIs in the east lane. Hostile picture is 3 groups, wall, they're tracking north. East group bullseye 0, east group faded bullseye 14044, center group bullseye 15041, track north 9000 hostile, west group bullseye 17330, 21,000, track east hostile.
Fury 5, Raven 8.
Darkstar, Falcon 7 free, are we under threat?
Falcon, you're clear for now.
Understood. Falcon is proceeding to target.
Fury 5, Raven 8.
Raven, go for Fury.
Raven 8-1, can you include 2-2 on the IDM round if you're in continue? And Raven 8.
Raven, Fury, confirm which ID was it?
IDM 2-2 because we don't have the leader anymore.
Fury 5 copy is 2-2.
And left turn, steer 2.
Raven Fury has IDM 2-2 set.
Raven 8-1, copy, thank you.
Darkstar Fury 5 picture.
Fury 5, the original 3 group wall in the middle of the east lane is now vanished. Picture is multiple groups. It's 2 packages. East package is a guerrilla group on the northeastern side of the of the east lane. Picture in the west lane is 8 groups. Leading edge 2 groups. Azimuth 40. West group bullseye 236, 86, 26,000 hot. Hostile MiG-23. East group bullseye 246, 50. Track east 21,000 hostile.
Darkstar Falcon 7, or package Falcon 7 is on VHF IDM.
Revenate 20 miles from push point, receiving suggestion for push if there is any.
Raven, Darkstar, you've got friendly bark up in front of you. Recommend, continue your push for the time being.
Raven 8, copy. Yeah, Raven 8, fence in, sorry. Lead fence in, fuel state 087. Say again?
Free fence in, fuel state 84.
Copy that, and leader 087. 11-8 fenced in, fuel state 084. Okay, 3, sorry, take 3 miles trail whenever you want.
Starfury 5-3, declare 3 Strovers 21040.
Is East Group. They're chasing a friendly AI down low at 19,000. East Group is maneuvering to drag northeast, bullseye 18877, correction 19737, 18,000.
Darkstar 351, picture on the east lane.
East lane, no change. It appears to be 4 groups capping in the northeast corner. That's bullseye 08060.
Overnight 1 pushing 2 aircraft.
Falcon 7-3, Darkstar, be advised, Darkstar's lost radar contact with your flight.
11-8, tier 3.
3.
Darkstar, East Group, bullseye at 19130, maneuver hot, 17,000.
Spot to 12 o'clock.
Maneuver range, lead arm, bullseye 19033, 19,000, hostile print MiG-25.
All station Fury 5 hosting IDM continues. Spot down 2 o'clock.
Lead clear.
Falcon 7, radar contact, bullseye 20061, recommend flow 180.
Darkstar Raven 8, did you recommend an 180 for the strikers?
Raven 8, you're flying just Falcon 7's about 30 miles your northwest.
Raven 8.
305, Fox 3, MiG-25, 19045, 14,000. Dark Star Falcon 7 free. I have information from lead that we have MiG-23s to the northwest. Can you confirm?
Raven 8, NOE, 3 miles.
You have MiG-23, approximately 45 miles northwest, recommend flow 180.
The Falcon 7 is flying 180.
Raven 8 moving NOE.
Dark Star 351 declare 180 30. Additional group 190 30, 20,000 and 15,000.
That's a pop-up group, hostile print MiG-23.
Raven 8, 3 miles separation trail.
Free.
Original East group vanish.
And 3 is checkpoint 97 target.
97 free.
Speed 08.
351 Fox 3. Flanker from the northeast.
Falcon 7 is flying cold towards Starpoint 3.
Fury 5-1, that threat just popped up in my scope. Bra 350, 30.
35 copy.
Nails 27, 1 o'clock.
Free steam.
Dark Star Raven 8, 1 report 27, 1 o'clock northeast.
Fury Fox 3, 160, 35, 18,000.
Raven 8, recommend 1 spin.
Raven 8, spinning NOE, left turn.
Free left turn.
We are heading south.
Free heading 180. Dark Star 351 bogey out.
351 nearest threat bra 33725 14,000 flanker.
35 copy, sorry. 351 Fox 3, 170 40, 17,000 flanker.
Raven 8, speed this is 065.
351 recommend left out. Additional threat bra 015 25.
Speed 14050. Speed 065 free.
Natives 2-3, 5 o'clock.
Free speed.
Needs clean. And left turn
Dark
back.
Star Falcon 7 free, request bogeyed over.
Steer 97.
Falcon 73 standby. Fury 53. Threat west 4 pop-up group MiG-23 3000 tracks out.
Free turning left. Reference 60.97. Dark Star 35, bogeyed out. Confirm speed 065.
065.
351 nearest threat bra 340 35 18,000 MiG-23 tracking southwest.
Yeah, Yeah, they're moving away.
Falcon 7-3, possible threat, Bra 330, 13, 4000, MiG-23, track east.
Darkstar 351, Clarence French Lamb Flankers 2-ship, east lane.
Additional east lane single group, bullseye 14040, 20,000, hot flanker.
Revenate.
And 353 targeted single, make 25, 215 for 70, 32,000.
Disregard.
3 nears 23, 12 o'clock. Darkstar 351, Bogey Dog on the 23s.
351, Bra 330, 25.
Altitude.
18,000.
53 Fox 3 long, 215 70, 32,000.
351, single contact. Correction, 2 contacts, azimuth 10.
3 has a lock on the MiG-23. 2 MiG-23s, 127, 1 o'clock.
354, pop-up threat on your 6 o'clock. It's a MiG-23, Bra 130, 59.
1181 defensive, 23 safe.
17960, 18,000 flugger.
353, recommend out left, delouse your full threat, west 10 at 6,000 MiG-23.
Darkstar 353 Judy on it.
Yeah, correction, that should be east 10.
Darkstar 353 Judy.
Ravenate,
Fox
flow
3 bullseye 1 is 5, 7661 MiG-23.
130 heading.
Cap, flare.
351, Fox 3, 181, 55, 4,000 MiG-23.
Untargeted threat, Bra 350, 17, 9,000 MiG-23 tracking southeast.
Three leader heading 135.
3 heading 135.
352 Fox 3 medium 180 67 3000 flugger.
And 3 music off, just in case. Music off.
3 is music off.
Yeah, Jetson.
3 heading 135, speed 061. 1 bogey over.
351 nearest threat, Bra 020, 25, 19,000 flanker hot.
Darkstar 35 copy, sorted. 3 has MiG-23 at 6 o'clock.
Additional threat, Bra 043, 20.
I think you're safe.
28,000 flanker, recommend out south.
351 Fox 3, 155, 155, 70.
Good kill on your 6. Back to steer 3.
352, recommend out south.
Steer 3, 3.
Cap, flare.
351 defending missile.
Just.
353, recommend snap 060, delouse 1 and 2.
351. 3 nears 27, 2 o'clock.
Copy. Copy that, turning to it.
353, recommend target bullseye 16373 22,000 flanker.
Are we engaging the 27? 353 Dark Star Judy.
Steer 3 still.
Fury 53, Fox 3 close, 17075, 9000.
Raven 8, head to target.
Base 27, 3 o'clock.
Page, 2 more pop-up threats in the east lane. So 2 groups, azimuth 10, track south, east group bullseye 16243. So hostile 27, west group bullseye 17344. Also hostile 19,000, track south.
Raven 8, fall back.
Raven
Steer 2.
8-1, recommend out south.
Steer 2, 3.
Raven 8, defensive 27 from north.
I have also 23 at 2 o'clock.
Raven 8, 1 safe.
Fury 5-1, recommend in target east group bullseye 16555 to 20,000, flanking southeast.
Raven 8 is spin.
3 Fox 3. 16560 to 1000 flanker.
Fury 5-4, threat west group, bra 34025, 19,000, flank southwest flanker.
Dark Star Falcon 7-3, is there any chance for me to recommit to the attack?
Okay, I can just stand by 1 second.
Dark Star Fury 5-1 is Joker and almost Winchester.
Fury copy. Raven 8, be advised there's a threat, bra 25025, verbal friendly F-15s and hostile MiG-23s at 16,000.
Raven 8. Raven 8 back to engines 21.
Steer 2, engines 21, 3. Base 27, 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
It's same.
Package Fury 5 is shotgun 1 and ram state.
Falcon 7-3, recommend in right flow 350, possible delouse for Fury.
Say bearing again.
Flow 350.
The Joker.
3 is fuse state 5-9.
Dark Star 35, 5-1 sorted 16045 to 18,000 flanker.
Dark Star.
Are there any other nearby?
A-firm from that contact is range 11. There's a 2-ship MiG-29 maneuvering track west.
Fury 051 Fox 3 15 1F60 55 25,000.
35 Fox 3 medium 170 36 19,000 flanker.
Raven 83, threat bra 23011, 17,000, MiG-23 tracking southeast.
Raven 83.
Lead checking 230.
Free continuing 190.
Head 230, assistance needed with MiG-23.
230 free.
Darkstar Raven 8 declare contact bullseye 1830 and just 17.
That's hostile MiG-23 tracking southeast.
Raven 8 copy.
Free request permission to engage.
3 engage my contact.
Free engaging. Darkstar Falcon 7-3, what's my target?
Raven 8 engage MiG-23.
Falcon 7, monitor group bullseye at 170 44 11,000 track southwest.
353 targeted that group.
353, threat, additional group bra 310 24,000 flanker.
Employed on. Raven 8 free, Fox 3, bullseye 181 107 17,000.
Raven 8 1 Fox 3 182 107 and just 15. Good kill.
3 good kill.
2 good kills for Raven 8.
Raven 8, Darkstar copy, break, Falcon 7-3, switch your targeting as an additional group bullseye 132 30 20,000 hostile Hive MiG-29.
Confirm 13230.
Affirm.
Freeze Joker 5-3.
Copy that, and leads bingo 4-5. So we're going south for a few miles and we'll see if we can help them again.
Free.
Raven 8 is bingo for a mission. We are going to stay a bit more on push point and see if we can help.
Raven 8, copy.
Thank you, Alpino.
Darkstar, both the leading flanker and Falcon groups appear vanished. Picture in the east lane is now a single group bullseye 130 11,000 maneuver drag.
Darkstar Fury 5 is bingo and Winchester disengaging on RTB.
Fury 5 for Darkstar, copy.
Raven 8-2, I'm turning left and hot steer 2, take a 10 miles trail from me so we can make a window if needed.
Free 10 miles trail. Referencing steer 2.
Falcon 7-3, group bullseye 13033, maneuver hot 9,000.
Shall we still keep the Mavericks?
No, I think we'll try to bring them back. We'll probably end up like this. Revenate talk up established CO2 push point.
Revenate, copy. Say your playtime remaining.
Sorry, say again. Say your.
Say your time on station remaining.
Revenate playtime 10 minutes.
Falcon 7-3, that group is manoeuvred in range now. The lead arm is bullseye 15043, 8000 hot. Falcon 7-3, recommend target, bra 34028, 8000. There are now following groups appearing high fast.
Add Eagles to my front.
Alright, Falcon 7-3, if you're unable to target, recommend flow out south now.
Falcon 7-3 is unable to target. I have friendlies in front.
Roger, come out to the left, flow 180.
Darkstar Revenate request Falcon 7 position.
Falcon 7's position is bullseye 15473 at 20,000.
Revenate.
Darkstar Fury 5 is RTB, switching approach. That's for Fury 5-1.
Fury 5, Darkstar, copy.
Did turning cold.
Free copy.
Of course, no contact.
Shall I continue?
Yes, to CO2, then you turn cold as well.
Free.
Package be advised, there's approximately 4 groups now pushing down the east side of the lane, and recommend if you're at bingo, it's probably time for RTB.
Revenate, copy that. Okay, Revenate 3, rejoin 1, and we're going steer 7.
3 turning cold, referencing steer 7.
Revenate, we are RTB. Aim altitude level 280 and aim speed 08.
Free.
Falcon 7 is RTB.
Falcon 7 copy. And is Falcon 7-2 or Falcon 7-4, are they AI or human controlled at the moment?
Falcon 7-4 is AI, Falcon 7-2 is human, but I've lost him somewhere.
Copy.
If anyone needs delousing, I can still recommend, so I still have some fuel.
Falcon 7-3 copy, yeah, just flow ITB for the time being. Falcon 7-2 appears to have a small buffer.
Copy, I don't have his position, so...
Roger, Falcon 7-2, Darkstar, if you're on comms, recommend flow 180 and increase speed if able.
Free visual on 1 joining.
Revenate fence out.
Free from south, first state 39.
And lead 033.
Darkstar, Falcon 7 free, permission to engage flanker, bullseye 15670. Disregard is slow and cold.
Star, Revenate. Will there be a need for a refuel for Revenate to give assistance?
Ravenate, no disregard. Falcon 7 appears safe. There are AI aircraft engaging the last of the threats in the east lane.
Revenate. This tanker was so tempting.
free position.
It's visual. You only have your anti-call on. Three lead, can you turn your position lights on? That's a yes.
They are on.
Okay, they don't appear to be so here. Okay.
No, your lights are off. Now they're on. Dark Star Falcon 7-3 is leaving tactical for landing.
Falcon 7-3, Dark Star, copy.
Death Star Reven 8 chicken out. Bullseye 152, run 3, and just 28. Thank you for the support.
Reven 8, Dark Star, see ya.
And pushing Uniform 4.
3.
Falcon 7-4, turn right heading 145, descend to 4000, maintain 260 knots, runway 26.
Home plate in sight. This will be left-hand overhead brake, probably on 26.
3 copy.
Coming approach, Reven 8, flight to ship F-16, approaching from northwest, alpha check 20 miles. Request overhead approach, sorry. Approach, request overhead.
Can I stay on the left side or switch to the right?
Standby.
Good evening, Raven 8-1, Tangy on approach. You're cleared all the way in, overhead approach, runway 26, welcome back. QH3047.
Reven 8, copy, overhead 26. Yeah, you can switch to right side and we'll be diving.
Raven advisory Fury 5-3 and 5-4 time for final 26.
Reven 8.
Last call.
Reven 8. And Reven 8-1 is idle. With a little margin, of course. And Raven 8-1 diving 10 degrees.
3.
Raven 8-3, Tangy on approach. Traffic 7 o'clock, 5 miles. Falcon 7-4, turn left heading 075, hold 4000, maintain 250 knots, vectors to right base, runway 26. Raven 8-1. 1, contact tower for landing. Switch to 33490.
Altitude.
Ribbon 81, push to tower.
Altitude. Fury 53, Ganyan Tower.
Fury check here for landing
26.
26. Fury
7
53.
knots. Runway 26. Cleared for landing. Check gear down. Fury 53, execute missed approach. Vector 075, contact approach for resequencing.
Ribbon 8, left turn to 360.
Free.
Fury 54, Ganyan Tower. Next time get clearance before landing.
Maintain 350 knots, and altitude would be 1.5.
350, 1.5 free. Falcon 72, request landing.
Falcon 72, Ganyan Tower. Continue inbound for runway 26. Report on final. Fury 53, contact globe. Switch to 7580.
Ground Fury 53.
Fury 54, contact globe. Switch to 7580.
Ribbon 8, left turn axis.
Falcon 72 on final.
Falcon 74 on final.
Falcon 74, Ganyan Tower. Continue inbound for runway 26.
Falcon 72 touchdown.
Falcon 72, contact globe. Switch to 7580.
Falcon 72, exit runway left sides. Taxiway Bravo.
Common approach, Ganyan Tower, Ribbon 8, flight to ship F-16. Initials for break of ahead,
Falcon
3 miles.
74, Ganyan Tower, wing 250 at 8 knots. Runway 26, cleared for landing. Check gear down.
Raven 8-1 on the break.
Free, braking.
Falcon 7-3, Gangneon Tower, continue inbound for runway 26, report on final.
Raven 8-1, gear down, downwind.
Free, gear down.
Raven 8-1 must turn.
Free, left turn.
Raven 8, Gangneon Tower, wing 250 at 8 knots, runway 26, cleared for landing, check gear down.
Raven 8-3 green, 26.
Freeze blind on 1.
Cat, flare.
1 flash.
Free neutral.
Falcon 7-4, contact globe, switch to 7580.
Free on the ground.
Raven 8-1 clearing active taxiway Charlie.
Raven 8-1, contact globe, switch to 7580.
Raven 8-1 push to ground. Countdown ground control, Raven 8-1 request taxi back to ramp. Ground control request taxi back to ramp. Ground control request taxi back to ramp. Ground control request taxi back to ramp.
Raven 8 taxi and hold short runway 08.
No. No way.
Falcon 7-2 taxi and hold short runway 08.
Raven 8-1 shutting down.
783, shutting down.
MiG-27, okay.
Five, and I saw the 23, and I was like, this nail is moving, and it's moving more than...
Yeah, absolutely, and that was super weird, and also, because also there was a class of stuff where I shot the 23s, and also was super scared of shooting down F-16, because I saw that in the TGP in the cluster, but, I mean, I don't know. Also, for a moment, my fifth VAD on a MiG-25, for me it was a F-18, because for whatever reason I saw the aileron speed slanted, so...
Yeah, I almost shot an F-14 because they looked like a MiG-29 from the side profile, so don't worry.
I should have shot that F-15 and claimed it looked like a MiG-29.
F-15 would have been okay. F-15's a big square blob, you know. The F-14 from the side, I don't know.
You see the swing wing and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, but from the side you don't see the swing wing. You just see the side profile air
MiG-23 is swing wing. Looks pretty similar.
Yeah, but single tail.
Yeah, well, fog of war, you know.
War crimes, you know.
No comment.
The best way I found to identify Tomcat is just to see the phoenix under his belly.
Right, is anyone still in 3D?
Nope. I think I just cut off half of Lorik's flight and exited.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I was not paying attention.
Dusty, are you familiar with Judy?
Yeah, I like the one time that you said Judy was like I thought it would be prescient to correct the fact that I called West 5 instead of East 5 because there were also like previously guys to the west, so I didn't want to like I thought it was very valid to update that comm in case you like committed on some guys to your west who were not a factor because they were flowing cold.
No, I think I called it 2 or 3 times. Because you were pretty much telling us to do things that we had already decided to do.
Okay. You might have been stepped on.
No, it's nothing we were saying on the uniform. We were saying it on the Victor, and you were saying suggest this and suggest that, micromanaging us when we were in close. I didn't personally like that. I don't know, Yoko might have a different opinion.
I couldn't follow really everything there. I was pretty much like, I was trying to ignore the western lane at least, because you were pretty much already.
So from my point of view, what happened, I mean, once it was long range, it was fine, everything was dandy, I could get the scan in. Once things started getting hectic and you started telling us to snap to this heading and snap to that heading, I felt that if we followed your orders at that point, we would just be degrading our own essay, rather than being enhanced by it.
Okay. When I called you to snap, that the range to those groups was still 60 miles though.
No, for example, about the MiG-23 that Bear ended up merged with, like, you made the call to Bear first, and then you made the call to me after you called Bear that, hey, delouse your wingman. And I had already insinuated that maybe I need to delouse him by the time you said I brought 3105 to a MiG-23 from Bear. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
What was the issue with someone being unable to communicate with Darkstar and had to use AI AMX?
So, Ricey crashed, and our entire flight was thrown into disarray, and when he came back in, he apparently had the wrong frequency set. So I kind of had to communicate with GCI and play the broken telephone game. I don't know what it's called in English.
A mess.
And also keep track of what was going on. And spoilers, I failed miserably. Well, at least number 2 and I made it out alive. That's could have been worse.
Yeah, we survived. I defeated a missile.
Oh, very nice.
I couldn't shoot any maps because they got attacked by MiGs, a lot of them, so we had to return back.
Yeah. There was no chance of getting through to the target.
But we
Dusty, were you listening to anybody's Victor?
That's enough of a revenge for me. I came back today.
Yeah, I was going to say it turned out to be a brutal frag, but the fact that so many people got out, and I think, was Ricey the only person we technically lost? I think it might have been, and it was
The
due
only
to
human player.
service fire. Yeah. So, like, super nice work. Yoko, if you have a Acme, there it is, literally as I said it. Nice.
I'm reading your mind, sir.
Dusty, were you listening to anyone on Victor?
No, I was not.
Oh, okay.
Alright, just trying to figure out what's going on the server here.
I had very little idea what was going on in the beginning.
Yeah, it was pretty tough from a GCI perspective. Like, a lot of those flanker groups just didn't appear, and they popped up after you guys had called, like, targeted. So I think at some point there I almost wanted to give up. Like, it just felt pretty useless. But yeah, nice work. Also, like, lost Falcon 7, but it wasn't even like a going down for the earth or anything like that. I think F4 Radar was being a little bit fun today, so nice work assisting there with that, and yeah, really nice work that Barcaps were able to kill, or the Barcap was able to kill so many air in that situation. Also, the amount of friendly AI. Like I ran this mission through once, like sitting in F4 Radar 2, and it, most of the AI, like friendly AI, was just like flying up the flanks and not in the actual box. But there were Tomcats, F-15s, all kinds of other stuff, making it like super difficult. So nice work. Not even any frat kills.
I tried though.
Okay, I see what happened with that MiG-23.
Sorry, I had to go. Do we have a... Did you say a IP or the online debrief?
There's not, unless anyone has TACView Advanced and they would like to host it. I'll host it in a sec, but let's go for some quick, you want to go for quick debriefs from flight leads? Starting with probably Yoku and the Bark out.
Well, it was totally a mess to begin with. We started monitoring the while we were progressing towards the push point, the steer point number 2. We cut it a little bit short. We started. We made a grinder. We made a grinder pretty much directly south of, or to the southeast of our cap station, or pretty much directly to the east. So it was southeast of the general lane intersection, and we just monitored with Darkstar what's happening over there, and then eventually Echoes called pretty well that we are actually separated quite much from the actual package, because the rest of the package wasn't cutting it short as we did. So we we just moved a little bit to the further to the southwest to get together with the package. And it's after that it was just getting pretty hard to maintain actually the situational awareness. Not to mention we split the flight into elements. So pretty much the as it appeared to me, our second element was heading towards the western lane, whereas the first element was on the eastern lane, which made it pretty difficult because most of the contacts given by Darkstar were spread around quite much, and pretty much both lanes had to get their own picture calls due to the high amount of threats. So it ended up in a huge air battle up there, and well, I'm not actually quite sure how we survived all that and how many jets actually survived the package. But well, at least for me personally, it felt pretty difficult actually to keep situational awareness with all the bullseye calls. As Echoes pointed out, you can actually, with your doing AWACS stuff, you can route up the numbers to like to 5 or 0 evens. So you don't give those ending numbers like 3 or 4 or something like that. They don't really make any sense. Other than that, I think at least from my perspective, the wingmen kept pretty well with their flight leads, and at least among the elements, there appeared to be somewhat at least acceptable mutual support. Between elements, though, I'm not really that sure about. At least the second element got merged at least once, and at least one point I was close to shooting an AMRAAM to such a merge, but I denied it. Decided to not to. Otherwise, well, the situation was pretty overwhelming. We couldn't really do anything about it. So it appeared quite early that if the air picture doesn't get any clearer than that, there's no way we're going to make it there. So it happened. However, I think the package made at least somewhat appropriate decisions that they didn't strive for their targets forcibly, so that they would have got shut down by the MiGs. Instead, they retrograded and probably missed all the ground kills. But anyway, they brought the jets home. That's pretty great from my perspective.
Yeah, no, it's definitely point taken about the rounding the bullseye and brow calls. That was big step up on my part, but really nicely done. Like the picture was just like incredibly saturated, so making sense of it in any case was super tough. So I think you guys did really well.
What happened with that 23, just quickly, is we thought initially there was only one, figured out there were two. Bear said, "Oh, I've shot two." And the moment I look at the other guy he shot, he's doing this weird wing waggle BFM technique that the AI do, so I thought he was destroyed. So we dropped those and headed south, and he ended up coming back and merging with Viper.
Oh, so it was alive then?
Yeah, it was alive. Both your AMRAAMs went for the same guy at the last moment, and then the other guy, he looked like he was dead, but he wasn't.
Sick, I had in my scope. Yeah, that's good.
So, Lorik, do you want to give a quick debrief as to your flight?
Absolutely. So I don't know what happened to Chinpok. Unfortunately, he had to exit his first attempt, and then number 2 wasn't available for him, and 4 was weirdly placed in a hangar and not able to go out, apparently. So, where are we? Can't find us. Ah, no, okay. Better. Sorry, yeah, everyone may not be looking, so I'm going to make it quick. We took off pretty simply, so with Charlie Brown, moved to Steer 2, first had a first call with 27, it was already tense when we were going to Steer 2 to push point. From there, it was quite obvious that we'd have to spin, so we spinned. And on the second attempt, to my own surprise, Dusty cleared us, or at least gave a clear situation for pushing, so we did. We had time to go NOE, and from there we had a 23 spot, then 23 spike. Where are they? No, not yet. It was the second attempt to go. So yeah, we had 27, so we moved away on your suggestion, I think, Death Star. So we are back, and yeah, we have the 23s. I was pretty confident we were surrounded by F-16, or friendlies at least, so I didn't try to engage, and I just defended a few seconds with music. It was the thing to do. I thought this 23 was on fireball, but it wasn't. So I had a clear vision of the 23 destroyed. We make a quite stunty return hot with a little flare to make sure we didn't. You saw it, I suppose. Did you? You're muted, sorry. Yeah, disregard. So back on third attempt to attack, and once again I got defensive seconds again on the 27, so we moved away and we are close to Joker, so we gain altitude. We saw the 27. I cleared Charlie on the first one and started to hunt the second one, and unfortunately was stolen his kill by Skyward. But it was a good shoot anyway, good shot anyway. And from there we tried to make a little Lagrange pattern to protect the package that is returning. That's not necessary for a long time, and we return to base, where we have a strange overhead that turns out to be tactical overhead. That ends well. And Artifox probably saw us. And that's it.
Yeah, I lost the visual on the overhead brake. And maybe I pushed too much, so instead of being on your grave.
Yeah, it's hard during night as well.
That's 3-5, so yeah. The beginning of the turn was... So that's it. And who was it? Ricey?
I think Ricey is not. Yeah, I can take it if you want.
Okay, sorry, who's talking? I'm not used to. Was it Ecos? No. Who's talking? Arctic? Okay.
Box. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So if you can give that to me, I can...
Oh, you're here? Okay, yeah, let's go.
I can show you the calamity of Falcon 7. So we started... I had an issue where I was apparently on Loric's frequency, even though I was on Victor 16, and I checked the frequency even on IBC. So I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, we ended up sorting communications issues. Taxi was a bit messy because I thought Ricey had aborted Falcon 7.4, and as you'll see later, not aborting Falcon 7.4 was a mistake. Since we couldn't contact him because we had to switch to Victor's 19, so he was just with us. At this point, Ricey went into the 9th dimension, and Yeah, eventually he came back. Eventually he came back to reality. But we were completely separated. The IDM wasn't continuous here, so none of us could like see where anyone is. We switched to Victor at some point, but we had some issues with that. Eventually, we managed to bore side our Mavericks, and I think we pretty much got into our brief position here, right, with me and Trail, and Ricey and Greg. Kind of, well, not really information, but we were basically ready to attack when we were called off because there was this huge wave of MiG-23s and MiG-27s and MiG-25s and all of that stuff coming in. So backing off was a good call. Ricey apparently killed a MiG-25, which is... unfortunately for him, he overflew this, and he got destroyed by an SA-7 from front aspect.
That old chestnut.
Anyway, I saw him smoke here, and I tried to contact him, but no, he was gone. So I tried to regroup with Falcon 7 too. I knew the MiG-23 was behind me, but I also knew there were friendlies behind me, so I had no SA. I didn't want to turn around and risk getting shot because I didn't know where the MiG-23 was. Luckily, Greg managed to make it out. I think Ekoza's or Yoko's flight merged with that 23 at this point. Or something. I don't know what was going on here. Anyway, we made it out and we sort of regrouped at outside the SA-5 was. At this point I saw a MiG-23. That before. Oh yeah. I turned around to try to delouse, and I shot this MiG-23, which is probably a mistake because there were like a million friendlies in the way. That ended up not hitting friendlies. Should probably do it like this so people don't get nausea. So we kind of regrouped here, and we were called in by Dusty to turn around and possibly delouse people in front. The problem is that during the turns, I think Greg saw that he was with the AI, which had latched onto him for some reason, even though he's supposed to follow me.
Yeah, that's confused me.
So we got completely separated. I saw the MiG-29 that Dusty had called me into, but I also saw the F-15 immediately in front of him, so I had no shot and I had to turn away. And predictably, the F-15 dies to an archer. And I have no SA again. I thought that Greg had continued down the original bearing, like here, before we turned. But actually it was in the complete opposite direction. So I told him to just flee towards 0.1, which is what I was doing at this point. I turned around and I saw the Su-27, but he turned away before I could engage him. And then we went back to base. I tried waiting until everybody had landed because I was not really in the mood of slotting into some kind of pattern. So my landing was just a bit premature. I didn't run into anybody. A bit closer to Lord's flight than I liked. And that was that. That was kind of a mess. I have no excuses.
That MiG-29 that I called you to target towards the end there, like I could not see a friendly F-15 near it for the majority of its travel south, right up to the last minute when you actually called it, and then it popped up on the side, which is pretty bizarre.
I don't blame you, but I saw him and I couldn't target, so I had to turn away. There was
Yeah,
nothing
of
else I could do.
course.
But that's it for me, unless Greg has something to add.
No, I was just kind of surprised that there was so much air-to-air, and it was more like, I thought it was more air-to-ground. And, well, I was kind of quite overwhelmed, but it was an interesting experience.
One of the first Starfury frags I flew, he said that Intel says there might be a couple of MiG-29As.
Yeah, exactly.
We ended up getting intercepted by 16 MiG-29s of both A and S type, so that was fun.
Yeah. Well, I still have a lot to learn.
And was there an IVC problem or just frequencies problem?
So initially I had an IVC problem as far as I can tell because I couldn't see what was wrong with the frequencies when I was on your frequency. That was quickly solved. When Ricey came back, he said afterwards he said that he mistyped the frequency, so that was a frequency problem.
No, it was frequency. Okay, no one has IVC problems at all. Apparently.
I had no problems.
Except the problem I had at the start. So
okay, that's because we are opening. We tend to open one more port at the moment, and it seems to fix a lot of problems we've had in the past. I'm just posting it.
Okay. Well,
does that fix what? What does that fix, Lord?
Very often we have frequencies or rather people that don't hear the other ones on Victor, for example. Absolutely nothing on many frequencies.
All right, and 54244 helps that?
Yeah, it's a TeamSpeak port apparently.
Ah, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Welcome.
You can pass control to myself if nobody else has advanced on my flight, I guess. Where are we at? There's Yoke.
This is the end.
So first of all, we were rolling up here. Myself and Bear were 20 miles behind. I was gonna let Yoku know, but everything we saw in this area was just a big X on the FCR, and Dusty was like, yeah, I recommend spin, and I was inclined to agree, so that's what we did.
Are you streaming?
I just lost my ability to stream. Sorry, guys. Hang on, give me 2 seconds while I
can
troubleshoot this.
stream it if you want.
Yeah, let Arctic with his gigabit internet do it.
Yeah, if someone wants to stream the TAC view, that'd be great. I've lost the window in Discord.
There you go.
Yeah, this is happening as we're entering, so there are F-14s, F-16s, all that sort of stuff everywhere, and we just kind of left. As this was happening, everybody else was on the ingress like here, I asked Dusty for the picture in the west lane after a while, and you said it was like 8 groups or something.
Yeah.
So I was proactive and I took Bear over in that direction, and I let Yoku know that, hey, our package is way off to the west, southwest here. So we ended up covering that, and we ended up seeing nothing, so Yoku migrated over to the bottom of the east lane, and then we, contrary to our plan, which was keep the 4 ship together, we actually split just because there was so much going on in each lane. We whack a MiG-25, no drama there. Was this the Vic you called, Dustin?
No, I don't think so. I think the Vic was more pretty much bang in the middle of the lane when I called that.
Alright. So, what happens here with myself and Bear? Bear's found, since Bear was the low scanning FCR guy, he found these MiG-23s chasing Falcon 7-2 and takes shots at both. What ends up happening is that when Bear turns out, both his AMRAAMs go for the same MiG-23. That poor guy. And this guy, who's chasing Falcon 7-2, is Dutch rolling, basically. So you might be able to see that we've locked on him here. Both Bear and I do in sequence, and because he's Dutch rolling like this, it looks like he's been splashed by a missile. And the moment he stops doing that is when we've decided to turn out. So in my turnout, I find a MiG-25 over there, 32,000, just kind of hanging out. Don't know what he's doing. I tell Bear to extend south. I go over there and sling an AMRAAM at the MiG-25, and Bear turns back in, and the MiG-23 goes first defensive on this Sparrow, and then aggressive on Bear. So
this is where I saw a MiG-23 nails constantly, and I was like, I had no visual on the MiG-23. Even before the call from the airworks, I was just doing something because I assumed something was on my tail.
So I'm coming in from the side, I get a radar contact on the MiG. I have...
This is where I see him, and we're like, oh, I'm a furball. But then, sorry, you have to lead.
Yeah, you're pretty terrible energy state, so, you know, I
Absolutely.
call 3's engaged, and I'm trying to get the aim 9 to lock, trying, making sure it's cool, and then eventually I just flip the switch and take a very non-clear avenue of fire shot. But I figured it was better to take him out than to risk him killing you, so...
So I think the M9M has a secret cooling time.
It does? How long?
I think it is, but I think it's only like a minute or something like that.
Might have been that then, because it was just bouncing all around the guy.
Not 100% sure, but I'll have to check it up. It might be a good idea to just cool it preemptively on fencing, because...
Yeah, I'll probably do that in the future. I fly straight over the top of Bear, direct the bug out to 180, and then we reset. While that's going on, Freudies and Yoku are shooting the other MiG-23 that leaked through. I think it was 2 groups of 2 here. Yeah, so 2 there and 2 there. Also, Yoku and Freudie have been shooting at the Su-27s up here. That will not go down. Only got damaged. Okay, back to satellite.
Could you look at the point where we got ambushed by the flankers?
Is that earlier?
I think so. You'll see it. I almost get killed.
I feel like that happens multiple times. I think it.
Pretty sure it's later.
Yeah, it's later where we get engaged by the flanker.
Because we both had a pretty clean engagement to start off with. We had that MiG-25, and then you guys had a first group of Su-27s. Then we had a messy one with the 23. You had a good one with those 27s, and then... Let's see here.
Yeah, I steals one of your kills there, Yoko.
Here you are. So there's one there, and there's one there. So it looks like they come out from the... Yeah, the same place as the last ones, except your guys are flowing cold while that's going on. And as you turn in, they switch targets and come in on you. Freddy's is in, Yoko's in, and...
Good one.
Nice.
Good stuff. And this guy gets absolutely lit up by the entire sector here. I end up being the one shooting him. I made the call for Freudie to break left at this point, since I was slinging an AMRAM his direction. Don't know if you did, but...
Yeah, I did in the end.
He got whacked, and then I found these two guys. Targeted Bear on the left one, I went for the right one. What ended up happening with the right one was that Jackal flight over here shoots at him, so my AMRAM gets trashed because he goes defensive really early against mine. Bear shoots at his and damages it. And I try and reacquire this guy and realize that there's no point, I'll just turn out. Also noteworthy is that Lynx takes a 30 nautical mile sparrow shot here. It almost hits too.
Jesus, I think he's cooking. Also, is that a MiG-23 that's like landed at Hoeyang?
It looks bugged because there's no label on it.
Yeah.
One knot and 7 AGL? I don't know. Here's the last engagement with Yoko and Freddy. Clean sort. Okay, let's see. Yoko's hits that one. Freddy's gets dodged. And then we leave. Because I think we were all out of AMRAMs at this point, except for myself and Freddy's, and I find this smoking a Su-27 and finish him off. And we leave. And we ingress 20 miles behind, and we egress 20 miles behind. So Yoko and Freddy go for something. I don't know what you guys did, Yoko?
The downwind break.
Right. I slid Bear out to a 2 nautical mile radar trail. And then we flew the ILS in.
Yeah, well, fair enough. 2 didn't have the fuel anymore, so I guess that we might as well go land as quickly as possible.
Is the runway smoky at this point?
It was at roughly here, slightly above minimums, and then it cleared up as you rolled down the runway, luckily.
Okay, you get your ILS right the way to minimums.
Yeah, make you use the ILS.
Yeah. Prescient.
Make me go around.
I'm just making an IMC for you.
Well, that's us, I guess. We had good mutual support most of the time. Only difficulty was dealing with the leakers, and often those leakers are too low for Dusty to see on F4 radar because of the 5,000 foot limit, so I think we did what we could. All of us,
Yeah,
I guess.
definitely.
I just tried it, and the AIM-9M seemed to cool, like, in a very short amount of time, but I don't know. I've had issues with it in the past as well.
I think it was just a bad angle for myself. I can check the aspect in my VOD, I guess.
Possibly.
I guess that's the real meat of the debrief done. So yeah, nice work everyone. That was an absolutely brutal frag. So great work on surviving, basically. And obviously, if anyone wants to continue with any debriefs, then go for it. I'm gonna have to step out. But thanks everyone for coming. And yeah, nice work. Well, future frags of this campaign, we'll definitely probably do some more playtesting to try and figure out a realistic frag, you know, relative to what the air picture is. And I think typically in like the campaigns that I run, I usually make the friendly AIs just more DCA stuff, but they're super keen to get out and do stuff and get in the way in this point. So it makes it challenging in this kind of this type of frag at least. But plenty of learning points for next time. So thanks again for coming.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you for
Yeah,
hosting.
thank you for the frag. Thank you for AWACSing.
I think we'll probably be back to regular programming with Starfury next week. But yeah, wait to see.
Alright, I'll be off too.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Lark.
Thank you guys, and thank you. Have a good day, evening.
Oh, ciao.
And stopping the streaming as well. Thank you for following this. Thank you, Glenn, for following until the end, apparently, and everyone who still is here or watched it afterwards. Bye bye. See you next time.